Hi, my name's Josh, and I'm a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. And if you're anything like me, you've been disappointed. What did I say earlier? I said disappointment runs in your blood. Um, we just had a devastating Game 7 loss to Boston yet again in overtime. I was driving the next day to work, and I started thinking about it in terms of what sports, and in particular for me, what the Toronto Maple Leafs can do to my level of happiness. I wanted to start making videos that connected both my love for the Maple Leafs, my understanding of how we as sports fans create identities around these teams and these places, and how we allow the narrative of what happens within that sports team to then become the narrative of our lives, and how there's a way to understand and enjoy sports from a level that's even greater and even wider and even more fun, because it gives you the opportunity to step back from that identification and to see the bigger picture of who you really are, and then to be able to be present with the game and to really truly love what the game is and get to be present with each moment. I mean, during these playoffs, there was a number of times where we saw some pretty incredible stuff from both teams. Actually, mostly just from Toronto, but there were moments. I mean, Nylander in Game 6, um, hitting the 5 hole, so fun, so beautiful. 2 goals, capping it off. Let's take it back to Boston, and that was just this magical moment. And we were looking for the core four to do something special, and someone did step up despite having eye migraines or whatever the heck he was dealing with, and not having Austin. And then for Austin to come in Game 7 and look just tired, just not able to do it, and then still being able to get an assist on another goal from Nylander. These incredible moments that we will want to look back on and say these things, but because of the loss, because of this huge impending loss that showed up again, we are unable to enjoy what actually just happened and what we did see from this team. A team that, even if they don't necessarily seem like they're loving us with the way they're playing or their work ethic or whatever people want to do, they love being Maple Leafs. You can see it once they're off the ice. Truly listen to them. They're not just saying that. They love being in this team, and it's great. That's fun. They don't have to. It's their job. They don't have to love the Maple Leafs, but they're doing it. They're doing their best they can. We, as Maple Leafs fans, want them to all be, cut them open and they bleed blue. But it's just not. It doesn't matter. So if you take a step back and recognize, like, all of that is a narrative, all of that is a narrative that you are allowing to play out in your mind, you start to be able to understand a little bit about awareness and actually about meditation. And I'm a meditation teacher and have found that I can apply it to so many areas of my life, that when I started thinking about it applying to hockey and to what hockey means to the fans and how sad I could see people when I'm watching critiques and people talking about the game, and just how much everything the story keeps clinging to what just happened in the last game. Like, they failed us, so now the Maple Leafs failed again. 2 games prior, we were believers. We were like, okay, they're going to try and do this, and even if they lose to Florida, they beat the Bruins. They made it through the first round, and they beat the Bruins, which would have been a miracle in this day and age, as we know. So it didn't happen that way. Now, what I want to try and convey is that they lost again to the Bruins is just as special as if they'd won. That might seem nuts. You might be like, dude, screw you. That's ridiculous. I don't care. I don't want to know why. I don't care what you're talking about. But if you're still watching and you're still interested and you still want to know, like, how I can represent to you that you can be free of connecting to that narrative and still get to enjoy the game. In fact, enjoy the game more and really be present with enjoying that space, and then being able to set it aside and then be back with your family or with your friends and be present there again without letting yourself cling to what happened in a game. you will be a happier person, and so will your relationships will be better, and it just unfolds in a better way. You'll be happier. So I would try this real quick. I'm going to pose this to you. See if you can handle this. And if you can't, that's fine. But if you're alone, especially if you're alone and you feel like this is a good chance for you to try something, do something with me real quick. Close your eyes. Take a couple deep breaths. Even that first breath alone may just feel really calming and peaceful. Just let that be okay. It's okay to feel at peace. Rest your body a little bit. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit calmer just from even taking those few breaths and letting your eyes be closed. I'm going to throw something at you. Think about David Pasternak scoring that goal in overtime. Do you feel in your body anywhere where there's tension already building from the idea of the loss? Where is it in your body that you feel tension? Is it in your shoulders or your neck? Is it in your face or around your ears or in your hands, in your feet, in your back? Just sense what that feels like in your body. Now take another deep breath, and as you release the breath, imagine just letting go of some of that tension, letting it kind of melt out, and just think about the breath. Just letting it go. You're allowing yourself to let go a little bit of that. What does that feel like? That's just a small version of a greater sense of peace that's available to you as a Toronto Maple Leaf fan. And there's more and more opportunities to do this. And I'm going to talk about subjects that are happening, things that are out of our hands, things that we'll not be able to control about the future of the team as we are into the off season now, and talk a little bit more about how to use mindfulness to enjoy what's happening presently with the team to come hell or high water, and then get back to being yourself and being present with yourself and get to enjoy it all more. I'm Josh, and I'll talk to you next time. Like and subscribe down below so you can follow up on this as we move forward through the off season, and I'll see you soon. Peace out, yo.